FinderDisplay, Intelligent Viewfinder. The Intelligent Viewfinder uses a translucent LCD for a superimposed display of the 61 AF points, grid lines, and camera settings. Even though there's a lot of potential information, the Intelligent Viewfinder can be configured to show only what you're comfortable with and only for the required period of time. The viewfinder's LCD overlay consists of black lines, but these can be briefly illuminated for visibility during low-light shooting. This red illumination flashes briefly when focus is locked on in one-shot AF mode to help you confirm where the camera focused. The illumination doesn't stay on continuously, and the AF points and other viewfinder information don't light up in AI Servo AF mode. You can change the finder's illumination setting in the 5th AF menu. The Viewfinder Display Illumination option allows you to select either Automatic, red illumination occurs in dim areas only, Illumination Always On, or Illumination Always Off. Depending on your preferences, you can select how the AF points are displayed in the viewfinder. In the 5th AF menu, the option AF Point Display During Focus offers 5 settings. Selected Constant displays only the selected AF point during metering and when focus is achieved. All Constant displays all 61 AF points as small squares on the focusing screen, with the selected AF point or points highlighted with larger squares. This makes it easy to see the locations of other available AF points if you want to move from one to another. Selected Pre-AF Focused displays the selected AF point continually before AF starts, but clears the AF points from view once AF is completed or once focus tracking has started if you're in AI Servo AF. Selected Focused keeps the viewfinder clear before AF starts and displays the selected AF point momentarily at the start of AF and again once focus has been achieved. Disable Display clears the display completely so that the selected AF point is not seen after it has been chosen. The Intelligent Viewfinder also offers a grid line display to guide composition. In the 2nd Setup menu, select Viewfinder Grid Display. You can choose to turn on the display by selecting Enable, or turn the display off by selecting Disable. The viewfinder displays information about various camera settings, including metering mode, shooting mode, shutter speed, aperture, ISO setting, battery charge, image format, maximum burst rate, and exposure compensation. When you fully press in the shutter button and the camera begins to expose an image, this information temporarily disappears. You do have the option to keep this information displayed during exposure. In the 4th Custom Functions menu, Viewfinder Info During Exposure allows you to keep the information on when an exposure is being taken. This is useful during continuous shooting when you need to check vital information such as the exposure or number of shots possible. Note that this option is not available when the shooting mode is set to bulb exposure. The Intelligent Viewfinder makes it possible to display a lot of information, but gives you great flexibility in deciding how much is displayed at any one time.